All right, so Toyota's back on the lift. Finished his hunting trip. We're gonna fix the suspension for him. So from the lift to the bottom of the fender, we have 36 3/4, we'll call it. So factory springs with 2 1/4 inch lift blocks. Something like that. 2 1/4, yeah, about there. And some Bilstein 5100s. So we're gonna change that all out and see how it rides, see how we do for his lifting capacity, and see how the height adjustment is. So if we need to, we've got adjustable front kings. We can deal with that. Just for the hell of it, we'll pull a measurement on these. 37 3/8. So get the rear suspension pulled and swap everything out. So getting another look at this. Holy cow. These springs look a little bit backwards, but you can tell the blocks here have been hitting the bump stops, and there's only about a finger in there. So leaf springs are bent. So let's see. Obviously the new ones are gonna make a hell of a difference. All right, so we got the rear axle pulled out, shocks pulled out, leaf springs pulled out. We've got our new hardware ready to go in. Got our Fox shocks ready to go in. So these are stage 3 leaf springs. So the factories, which was a 2-leaf and an overload design. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 springs and 2 overloads. Quite a bit heavier. We'll see how it doesn't look like there's too much arch difference and everything as they're sitting there static. And I got the axle out and I'm gonna put it up. I know you don't have to pull the axle out to do this, but we're gonna put a locker in this and re-gear it and change the seals, kind of clean up the axle a little bit. So I just like working on these things up. Probably put them on some stands or something like that. But so we've got a factory TRD, I think Baja or whatever that these came out of. So 3rd member, which has an electronic locker. And we're gonna end up changing the gears and everything in it. So see how that goes. All right, so this is the problem with trying to junkyard dive for parts. It doesn't always work out. So we got the factory 3rd member out of there, 373 gears, and we've got the factory, real similar year within a year difference, with an electronic locker, 373 gears, and the bolt holes do not line up. And yeah, so if I took all the studs out of the axle, it would probably plop down in there. But yeah, none of the bolt holes are gonna line up. Nothing's gonna work on it. So back together with the factory 3rd member, and we will eventually end up ordering him new gears. I don't know what the best way to do it, but a locker, new carrier, and we want to go to like 538s or something like that. Real popular gear for a Toyota Tacoma, with pretty close to, I'm sure those are about 35-inch tires. 285, 70, 17s, probably pretty close to a 35. But yeah, the Toyota, he doesn't like the power level, so yeah, we're gonna go back together with the axle and finish out with just leaf springs and suspension for today. All right, we're all done with this lift kit. We took it for a ride, and it is a lot better. It's a little bit higher in the front, or higher in the rear or lower in the front than we had liked. I'm not going to adjust these shocks right now. So I would have to call Total Chaos Fabrication and see how far I'm allowed to go. And not only that, I think you have to remove the shocks, put it in a spring compressor, and then count your rotations and stuff like that. So even though there's threads quite a bit further down, it doesn't mean you can go all that way. So there's only so much you can go. So King, which was open today, said they send them only a 1/4 inch from the top. And you can go 8 rotations down from there. But Total Chaos orders these things specific for their kits. They probably come preloaded, whatever. So Total Chaos is not open on Friday. And the rear might settle in a little bit. I don't know. But either way, it's not bad. Definitely a lot better than what it was. So there's the leaf springs installed. Fox reservoir shocks installed. We did not end up doing the locker. Got our brand new U-bolts and everything that came with the kit. So everything's good to go. Let's grab a tape measure here. Should be one somewhere right here. Back over. So the after is 40 1/4 from the lift to the fender. 40 1/4 inches on the driver's side. So substantial increase. I'll have to go back up my videos and see how far we've lifted it. And we are 40 3/4 on this side. So that could be, he's got a bunch of stuff inside the bed. Let's see if this will open. So, like I said, he uses the truck. Decoys aren't super heavy, but it's completely packed full, front to back. So he might have it loaded uneven, which 1/2 inch difference is not enough for me to care. And then the fronts could also be changed a little bit. Let me see what the previous measurements were in the video. Okay, so before we were at 36 3/4, way down there by the tire. So we gained around 5 inches of lift from a lift kit that is same exact height. So this is a 3-inch lift kit, and the one they installed was a 3-inch lift kit. The difference was the springs were sagging 5 inches. Like I said, this might settle down a little bit. If he, once he starts hitting some hard bumps and everything like that. But that's what a 3-inch lift kit is supposed to look like. He almost got no lift from the previous kit. He got quite a bit up front. Still not quite enough, if you ask me. But we're at the right height in the back now, so. Thanks for watching. This will not be the last time this vehicle's in here. We still got some modifications to do. We're talking about a supercharger right now, some exhaust system, front and rear lockers. It's supposed to come back to get the rear axle rebuilt. If you would like to buy the locker that I have in the previous video, let me know. I can ship that out. It's upstairs. It's on eBay for sale right now, but we could make a deal on it if it's off of eBay. Other than that, we will see you the next time.